I think they've got to double down on doing more interviews and serious interviews, because what I'm hearing from Democratic and Republican business people and a lot of men, and she's got such a big problem with men. I think there's an undercount of the Trump vote. I think there is misogynation in all of this, black and white men. Big problem, but also the business world. They don't think she is serious. They don't think she's a heavyweight. And a lot of this is gender, but she's got to be more specific about her economic plan.
I know I'm giving you a lot of CNN for this hour of the day, but bear with me because they've just released a killer statistic that I think is actually pretty important when we look at where this presidential race goes. And it is all about whether American voters think the country is on the right track or the wrong track, and what that means historically for the incumbent party in the White House.
I think that this sort of gets at a problem for Kamala Harris's campaign. Just 28% of Americans think the U.S. is on the right track. And I want you to put that into perspective, right? When does the average, when the incumbent party loses the election, look at that. It's just 25%. That looks a heck of a lot like that 28%, right, that currently think the country is on the right track. When the White House party wins, i.e. Kamala Harris's party, the Democrats, 42% on average think that the country is on the right track. This 25% looks a lot more like this 28%. It doesn't look anything like this 42%. This, to me, is a bad sign for Kamala Harris's campaign. The bottom line is it looks a lot more like a loser than it does like a winner when it comes to the country being on the right track.
Well, those numbers there, not such a good look for the Democrats. Now, look, let's be really honest about it. The race is still on an absolute knife edge. There's a lot that could happen in the next few weeks, or, as we're reminded earlier, 32 days, as Kamala Harris said. But that right track, wrong track number gets to the heart of the question that the American voters must be asking themselves right now, and it's very simple. Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? It's the same question Australians will be asking when they go to the polls. If enough voters answer no, then tell you what, Trump should be back in the office by the end of the year.